Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, 10 logo.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And
he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Randy Gregory gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Strong right. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, 4 down. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. You got to get the ball until you get the 26.
Now Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Go. Move. We're going to 52. 26.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Off play action. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. 11 yards there, 1st down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Bravo.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Giants' 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight. Double tight. We got 3. We're going to 53. Back. Deuce.
Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kareem Martin able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
We got this.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. He's going to let one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Hey, 47. Off. 55. Check, 55.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
55.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We're going to 54. Why? Lights 59.
From the 36, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, kill. 47, check flag 47. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
To throw is Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Intended that time for Cooper. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make it 24-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pull it together.
Hey, Charlie.
Jones operating from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Ready to break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Check grip.
It's Barkley on the counter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Let's go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, New York.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Hey, tighten down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Fresno.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 29, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. Michael Thomas on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We own them. 47. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alec Ogletree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On your team.
Topper. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
5.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
I got you, pop.
1st down, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Squeeze, double.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll go to Barkley again. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
47.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Eluding the... Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come
and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, jumping over. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening.